Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Macon with an interpreter?
Antes de terminar esses papeles, se explicou durante o advogado que falou que ele explicar. Yes, Judge.
Do you fully understand them?
Antes de terminar, yes, Judge.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And we're going to use the court's interpreter for the plea. Sir, you can have a seat. I think that might be easier with the language. And good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that you will truthfully and accurately translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. And so we've already gone through Mr. Martinez Rodriguez. Hold on a second. Let me get it pulled up again. All right, so to the charge of theft of property, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with?
Yes, Judge.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them, and the state's marked them as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Macon with an interpreter?
Antes de terminar esses papeles, se explicou durante o advogado que falou que ele explicar. Yes, Judge.
Do you fully understand them?
Antes de terminar, yes, Judge.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, Judge.
It looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation.
And
there would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, Judge.
State tenders number 1.
We have no objection to states 1, Your Honor. However, I have talked to an immigration lawyer and run the plea by them, and with his status and all, he has a green card. He's been a resident alien for 2 years. They don't foresee any problems with this.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Macon. Is there any evidence that Mr. Martinez Rodriguez is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. And that'll give me more information about you and your case. And then we'll come back later for sentencing. On your way out of the courtroom today, you need to stop and talk to probation at that desk right over there. All right, thank you. And if you'll help him just real quick with that. Thank you so much for coming down. Thank you, Mr. Macon.
Right off the bat, this case introduces a key factor: language barriers in court. That's why an interpreter is sworn in. And yes, this is serious. any mistake in translation could impact someone's entire future. But here's the real question. Can someone truly give a voluntary plea if they're relying entirely on translation? Let me know what you think.
Yeah. Let's see, we did Laura Garment, right? Tori Anderson, Mr. Parker?
Can you hold on for a second, Judge?
Sure, I'll hold Tori Anderson. Just have a seat, ma'am. What about Jessica Wilkerson, Mr. Parker?
You approach on that?
Sure. Good morning, ma'am. Are you Laura Garman? Ma'am. And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Sure, Your Honor.
Ms. Garman, in clause number 25, DCCR 1007, you're charged with the state felony offense of driving while intoxicated with a child passenger from August 22nd of 2024. And how do you plead that charge?
It's the lesser included, Judge. Sorry.
Hold on. I see that now.
Included class B.
Let me get this pulled up. Sorry. Take that back.
You don't really have a whole lot of place to write on the state judge.
No, it's good. And I had it pulled up. I just didn't. All right. So let's start over. In 25 DCCR 1007, the state has elected to proceed on the lesser included offense of a class B misdemeanor DWI from August 22nd of 2024. And how do you plead that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they've charged you with? Yes. I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker? Do you fully understand them? Yes. And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And are you a U.S. citizen? Yes. And it looks like the agreement.
Your Honor, one thing that in misdemeanor, we usually agree on the community service. I didn't put that on there. Standard, it's like 60 to 80 hours. And I just forgot to include, I didn't ask Mr. Nichols about that. I just.
Probational. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sure they'll take care of
Okay.
whatever standard.
Okay.
Sorry, hold on a second. Now this is going. And so it looks like the agreement is for a 180 day in the day term in the county jail. That would be probated, though. You'd be on probation for 1 year. There'd be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That includes the standard community service and everything else that goes along with probation. Is that your understanding? Yes, ma'am. State tenders number 1.
Actually,
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Garman is not competent?
no, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty to the lesser offense of a Class B DWI freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequence of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, find you guilty of DWI and the Class B, and sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail, but that'll be probated. You'll be on probation for 1 year. You'll be ordered to pay the $500 fine, and again, to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, then for all practical purposes, your case here in court is over. You'll serve that 6-month sentence while you're out on probation. The other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court and you could be sent to the Jefferson County Jail for that 6-month term that you've agreed to. Do you understand? Yes. Right, you need to, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed. And so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation is going to call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. She's sitting at that desk right there. So be watching for her to call your name. Okay. All right. Good luck to you, man. Thank you. Good morning. How are you?
This is the new officer, Casey Shadman.
Hi. Is it Shepherd?
Shagwa.
Shagwa. I'm sorry. Just made that a fresh part. Nice to have you.
I heard.
See, are you Jessica Marie Wilkerson?
Yes,
And do you also, has it been Otis at one point as well?
yes.
Okay, and this is cause number 15-2194. Ms. Wilkerson is on probation, and there's been a motion to revoke unadjudicated probation. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, I'm working with Buffino and trying to coordinate with
Allstate about a possible settlement of this whole matter. And I think she could probably better explain it to the court.
Judge, I have spoken to Ms. Jones about this. I have spoken to Brenda in bookkeeping several times as well. She has sent me over the to-date restitution of $161,934.28. Mr. Parker and I have discussed several times a lump sum payment to be made to Allstate. I've received all their contact information. I have made multiple attempts to contact them every known possible way that bookkeeping has to contact them. I sat on hold last week with somebody who then said, well, you can call this district manager, but he's not going to answer. I left a voicemail. I will try that again if the court would give me one more chance. I think she wants to make some kind of a substantial payment, obviously not anywhere near the 161, but if they're in a position to want to settle the matter for 50 or 60,000 and she has that, I ask the court allow us to try to make that happen.
Sure. So we'll,
If not, we have another way to work it out.
okay. And that's the main issue, right?
Yes.
Everything else is fine. All right. So I'll just do a normal reset. Ms. Wilkerson, make sure you stay in touch with obviously your probation officer and Mr. Parker, and then we'll see what kind of information we can get hopefully before that next court date. All right. You're pretty good. Thank you, Ms. Jones. And it was nice to meet you.
I'll get you these.
Good morning, sir. Are you Jorge Del Fiero? This is 25 DCCR 0892. Mr. Del Fiero is charged with assault, family violence by impeding breath or circulation. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, I have asked our investigator to bring the complaining witness in, and I'd like to gather some medical records before the state makes any kind of offer on this case.
Okay.
Can we have a normal reset?
Sure. We'll just do a normal reset. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Pimler and your bondsman. They'll let you know when to be back. All right. You're free to go, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. Your question.
I'm here. We're out on overboard on Raleigh Olive.
Okay. What is your name, sir? Say the last one.
Chavaria.
Chavaria. Mr. Chavaria on Ronnie Oliphant.
Judge, I thought motion.
Good job. I tell Mr. Comerford he couldn't get it taken care of, but obviously you could.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Oliphant, I'm signing a dismissal in your case right now. You're free to go, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yeah, I got a problem.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Coleman.
On the Tori Anderson, this is one that Ms. Malfino needs to look at the video. I think Ashley, Tori Anderson, is that I think she wanted one reset, so she may dismiss it when she sees the video, but
Okay, on Tori Anderson. Is in Miss Anderson?
She's here, Judge.
Okay, I'll just do a normal reset and
I thought we could maybe plead it to a lesser, but that was my misunderstanding. So I'll
Okay.
try to get it worked out a different place.
is she in the courtroom?
Ms. Anderson,
Miss Anderson, make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Parker before that next court date. Once he gets some more information from the assistant district attorney, we'll see what we're gonna do in the case, okay? You're free to go. Good morning, sir. You're Jaden Chandler.
yes, ma'am.
This is 25 DCCR 1481. Mr. Chandler is charged with engaging in organized criminal activity. And Mr. Burbank, what is the announcement?
Right, I just need a short recess, 2 reasons. One is I've got to go over, I've got everything from the state I need to go over with him. He had several issues come up. One was that he's had major surgery on his hand and has been back and forth to the hospital trying to reattach it.
Okay.
Major thing. Number 2, he just got a job at a plant in Beaumont. So the time schedules, they've made an offer that I think will take care of it.
I'll just do any issues with the normal reset. We'll just do a
No.
normal reset. That should give y'all plenty of time. Make sure you make some time, get in and visit with Mr. Burbank, and we'll get an announcement at the next court date.
Yes.
You're free to go.
Maybe excuse.
Yes, sir.